Hi, this is attorney Samantha Farlow Moyd. Now back to New Perspectives with Harvey Elwood.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. All our friends down in St. George, Manning, Barnwell, Blackville, Denmark, Aiken, and all the surrounding areas. We are back this afternoon to have a light conversation with one of our good friends, someone new to the Orangeburg community, but someone who will be here for a long time and has been doing some fantastic stuff. This is Mr. Reggie Vaughn. Welcome to New Perspectives.
Well, thank you, Harvey. Thanks for having me.
And I can say right off the bat that had it not been for your organization, other fine organizations here, this program would not be on the air. And we have to give acknowledgement to you for that, and we are very appreciative. And we look forward to a very long and lasting relationship with Orangeburg of Toyota, or Toyota of Orangeburg.
Yeah, thank you. We do too, Harvey. We like what you're doing for the community.
Well, we appreciate that, and we're going to hope we can continue to do it. Mr. Vaughn is originally from Florida.
That's correct.
And he saw no robbery in bringing his talent, skill, business energy, and excitement to Orangeburg. It is a wonderful community. All of the surrounding areas, Orangeburg serves as a hub for so many of the surrounding communities that are our listeners. And we wanted to have you to come in and to introduce yourself to our listeners, and of course to thank you for all of your involvement with our show. And I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very warm gentleman. He's a very nice man, and he's someone pleasant to do business with. And I enjoy the friendship that we've developed in a very short time. And that's all I can say, because people will start telling me I'm in your fan club, so we can't do any of that. But tell us about.
Well, we appreciate it, Harvey.
Tell us about yourself, and tell us what your vision is, and you know.
Well, yeah, I just purchased the Toyota dealership here in Orangeburg. It's been 2 years now, and it's been a labor of love. You know, we really enjoy this community. You know, as you said earlier, coming from Boca Raton, Florida, it was different. Right, you know, sure. But again, we've enjoyed being here, and we're trying to grow something here. You know, we see a lot of potential for Orangeburg. Sure. So,
and you guys are right on Highway 26. Which is
well, we're right off of 26, right across from OC Tech and the hospital there on St. Matthews.
You're in prime real estate.
Yeah.
You're in, what do you call it, high cotton country.
Yeah, we're in a very good location. Well, we're very blessed to have that.
Yeah, and I know that you do a lot for the community. You know, I mean, of course, business is business. You're selling cars, and you're selling some fine cars too. And I mean, I can't give a commercial, but you know, my family's been over there. 5 members of my family, yeah. John Hawley and Rose Hart and all of them, you know, people who know.
Well, we appreciate it. You know, as big as your family is, yeah, we should stay in business with all those folks coming.
Those and some more like them. We know you do a lot with the community of caring, and you partner with a lot of organizations and groups. You want to tell us something about that?
Well, yeah. Years ago, when I was just a salesperson at a small Ford store in Florida, South Florida, I was working with a dealer who did absolutely nothing for the community around him, and it was a shame, because you would literally drive past homeless people to get to this dealership, and he didn't do anything to support.
Sure.
And I made a vow then that if I ever got to the point where I owned a dealership, that one of the first things I would do is institute something to help the community that our dealership was blessed to be in. So when we got here a couple years ago, we started something that we called Community of Caring, where we reached out to various local organizations and said, hey, we want to be partners with you. Mm-hmm. We're real big on education, so we've got pretty much all the schools enlisted, the various school districts, and here at State College, OC Tech, Claflin. And what we do primarily is...
I know you guys are also doing some stuff with Voorhees. I know you've
Voorhees, Denmark, yeah. Right. What we do is we ask our customers to say, hey, who should we support? You know, every business of this side has to be a good corporate citizen. So what that means is giving back to the community, and we want to do our share. But, you know, being new to the area, I didn't know who to support.
Sure.
So we turned it around and we said to anybody who purchases a car from us, we'll donate monies back to the community and give them the opportunity to select. So we put all of these different organizations on a list and made that part of our process, purchase process, that the customer selects which one of those organizations, and then we donate money to those organizations accordingly.
Man, that's great. Man, that's great. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud and privileged. You know, it's not about, you know, it's about support. It's about help. And, you know, we have sponsors that have never been on that show. And, but I'm so proud and pleased, man, that you're here and what you're doing.
Well, and it helps us, too. Our whole dealership lights up. We recently gave a check for over $8,000 to the Samaritan House. And, you know, they've been going through a lot, the folks over there, this past year. So it was such a blessing for us to be able to do that and for them to reward. And interestingly enough, Toyota, the manufacturer, has supported us by also matching sometimes our contributions. So that's allowed our dollars to go even farther
because
into
they see
our
what
community.
you're doing. Yeah, they want to be a part of that. You know, I can't remember exactly when it was, but I think it was one of the gangster movies. Believe it or not, it might have been Godfather 3. And one of the older dons, he told young Michael, he said, "Listen, Mike," he said, "I want to take my $1 million and put it with yours, because you're doing all this good charitable work, and so that when you go to heaven, you can have a good word for me as well." You know, and it's about that, man. It really is about what you guys are doing, and of course, it helps sell cars.
Sure.
You know, and you're in business. You have a family, a beautiful wife that I've met, and your son who plays basketball and some other great things, you know. So you guys are...
We've really enjoyed being here, you know, and I got to tell you, at first I was like, okay, how am I going to get my wife to move to Orangeburg and my son?
Out of Boca Raton,
Out of Boca Raton,
sure.
right. But they've both adjusted, and they really love it. They've met some great people here, which is always the thing. You know, everywhere you go, there's great people.
Yes,
it's just getting in touch with them and working with them to create something.
Sure. And there's one thing about you, I see you everywhere. I mean, you know, you are an external owner, manager. You know, you're out there, you're at the hospital, you're at all these various organizations and groups. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, I tell young people in particular, Clarence Jones, our engineer, he was here today, and I say this to our audience: if you have a young person and they want to model themselves in towards being a successful business person, this is one of the ideal businessmen. And if they have a Businessman's Award of the Year here in this community, no one better deserving than this gentleman who's sitting right here across from
I don't know about all that, Harvey. I thank you for that. I just, you know, my thought is, if we all work together, we can create something special.
All right.
And we're blessed here to have, you know, a couple great colleges here that have a lot of young people who are, you know, gifted and are really going to be the people that we're going to all look to build this future.
Sure.
And if we can do something to help them get started, that's what we want to do. You know, we work with with a couple internship programs with the various universities to get them started.
Teaching
let them
them
see
the ropes.
what we do and really to learn from them.
Okay.
Because you know, in the last couple of years, I've learned a lot from some of the students from State and from Claflin who've come over to work with us.
Don't leave Voorhees out now.
Voorhees,
Okay.
Voorhees and Denmark, all of them have had people come through, and it's a learning experience for us as well as for them.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is New Perspectives. I'm Harvey Elwood. I'm your host. I'm joined this afternoon by Mr. Reggie Vaughn. He is the owner of Toyota of Orangeburg, and they do a fantastic job not only in their business but working with the community. They have a partnership bar none. I don't know anybody else who can surpass what he's done in a short space of time in 2 years. It reminds me of how successful this show has been in a short space of time. But that comes from modeling yourself, observing what it takes in order to be successful at doing something. And I'm so privileged to have him as our guest this afternoon. Reggie, number of employees, you guys provide a lot of jobs for folk as well. We know that happens.
Yeah, right now we've got 38 employees.
Wow.
And it's a small dealership. You know, when you look around at the dealerships in Columbia and Charleston, a lot bigger. But, you know, our thought is...
They got more people.
Yeah. Our whole mission, though, at Toyota of Orangeburg is to take care of this community.
Okay.
You know, every Toyota decides where they want to put a Toyota plant or a Toyota dealership, and you know, this one's been here over 30-some years because there's a need here in this community.
Sure.
And you know, when I talk to our fellow associates, the whole mission is let's take care of those people who live here in the community. You know, don't have them going all the way to Columbia or Charleston to get their car serviced or to buy a car or anything like that. You know, we're the home team.
And here's the deal. And this is not an infomercial. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you straight up now, this is not an infomercial. This is a real, true life situation. Somebody who's really giving back and doing some stuff in this community. And I wanted to say that, despite the fact that we enjoy the relationship that we have with Toyota of Orangeburg and with Mr. Reggie Vaughn. This is a real conversation that we wanted to get out to our public and let them know about some of the great things that people are doing in this community, for this community. Just as this show is New Perspectives, information from our community, for our community. Reggie Vaughn is a businessman who is for the community, and we really appreciate you coming. Give us the phone numbers and some other information where people can contact you should they not have it.
As I said earlier, we're right across the street from the hospital. Our phone number is 803-536-4512. So if you
one more time.
803-536-4512. So if you're in need of any automotive service, whether it be a rental car or buying a car or servicing your vehicle, please come see us.
That's all right. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Reginald Vaughn. He is the owner / everything at Toyota of Orangeburg, and he wears many hats over there.
Oh yeah.
He's the internal and external everything, and he's supplying employment. 38 jobs there, man. 38 people employed, and that keeps the economy of this community vibrant. All those stores and shops and restaurants and everywhere else, they're able to spend their money at Chick-fil-A and at Dollar General and at all the various other locations through what you guys are doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, every time you buy a vehicle or every time you are doing business with someone, you're keeping someone employed, you're helping someone's family, you're getting young people in college. We're all contributing to this community through our dollars. And when we work with somebody who works with us, we know that those dollars are being circulated through us and around us, not away from us. And that's the most significant thing that you can do. To build a community, let your dollars be spent around you and through you, and that way you'll continue to prosper and your children will continue to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, Mr. Vaughn, for being here today.
Thank you, Harvey, and keep doing what you're doing, man. The voice is important for our community, so we look forward to hearing you every day on the radio, keeping our community concerns at the forefront.
Well, we thank you, Mr. Vaughn. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Roger Aiken, our intern, Clarence Jones, our engineer, Brandy Wright, one of our co-hosts, I'm Harvey Elwood. This has been New Perspectives. We want to thank you for listening, and we hope you'll come back and join us again. Have a good afternoon.
New Perspectives is a community affairs broadcast with sponsorship support provided by Orangeburg Consolidated School District 3, 4, and 5, the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Department, the Regional Medical Center, Toyota of Orangeburg, the law offices of Attorney Glenn Walters, Select Tire and Mechanic Shop, College Corner Auto Repair, Johnson & Williams Law Firm, Jameson Pharmacy, and supporters and listeners like you. Thank you.